So I'm an owner of a Porsche Cayenne, and we heard a lot of sloshing underneath the car for a while. We kind of initially assumed that it was just petrol, but then someone did mention to us that that was a bit too much sloshing and also sounded quite liquidy as opposed to more like petrol. And then last month, second issue happened, and you can see here in the passenger seat, a lot of water seemed to come through the rain. We assumed must have come through the top and completely soaked our carpet. Problem is that that's obviously not coming in from the sloshing underneath, so it's coming in from the top. So we couldn't find any video on YouTube that helped Porsche Cayenne owners understand this. So I'm going to spend a minute just sharing our experience, and hopefully this will help you with any problems you have. So there are three core areas. The first one is actually, if you look here in a Porsche Cayenne, it seems that all the rainwater goes down into the gutters here, and then it's supposed to disappear onto the road through, so you can see here a hole underneath this. Well, so if you want to get that sorted, you need to maybe take the wheel off. Some people on the videos turn it, you could do either. You then need to unscrew all of these, which we did, and then underneath you will see these plugs. And again, there's quite a few videos on YouTube that you can see with that. We took them out, huge amounts of water came out, and you can see the shape of it. We've decided just to leave them out, because if we put them back in, leaves are just going to clog them up again, and quite frankly, it doesn't seem to do a big difference. So on both sides, we took them out, and water will just continue to hopefully now pour as it should. The second leakage area is here, which is underneath the glove compartment, and it's not too hard. I'm going to get a torch so that you can see what I've done. And there is just one screw under here. You can see just one screw that I took off, and then gently pulled the bottom of the glove compartment off, which I have, you can see that under here. It wasn't hard to take off at all, I assure you. And then it's got this area, which for some reason, again, unbelievably, it's got a little flange there, and then if you twist it, you'll see, I'll take this off here by pulling it, and sure enough, that's where water pours out. Can you believe it? Right into your passenger floor, which again, cannot believe that Porsche even has that as a system, but it does. So you need to clear that out, and again, you can feel it, you can see what I'm doing, I'm just putting it back on. It's not too hard to do when you've taken various pieces out. Let me just, there you are, it's fitted nicely. So that's the two. Now those were the two that have unfortunately meant that we now have a lot of water in the car. I've unscrewed these two parts. Luckily I've not needed to take the seat out. They all do say take the seat out, but what I've been able to do is take the carpet, lift the carpet up in the front. I'll show you. And with keeping it in the garage and with a hairdryer, we've managed to dry it out. And very annoyingly, when we checked the back seat, that had also all got wet. And so we had to do the same thing. You can see, and with a hairdryer, so we've dried that out. So that's your first issue, is getting rid of all of the water from the top. Now the main reason we started looking was for all the sloshing underneath, which I just want to spend a few minutes on and just show you. So we have a Porsche that has one of these side step bars. So if you look underneath, and again, the water hasn't come out yet, so I'm excited about seeing that in a minute, but if you look underneath, you're going to see that there are a couple of
Can you see that one there? And there are two of these plugs that if you take them out, apparently the water will all pour out. The problem is, what Porsche doesn't tell you, is that this sidebar which came on the car was covering it, and there was no way to access it without taking this off. So again, I just want to show you here, there was two bolts we had to take there, there's one here, there was another one here, two more here, another one here, and then two more here. So you can see 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 and 9 bolts had to be taken off. Keep them safe. I've put them all here for when we put it back on. And the exciting thing is we are now ready, which is the reason I'm videoing it, to actually see what happens when the water comes out. So I have an assistant here who is going to see what happens. So are you ready? Let's see how much water. Be careful you don't get too wet. But I think there's a lot going to pour. So you want to just take the whole plug out if you can, and you can see how much. So success. That has been sloshing, and both of them look. It's like 2. 1, 2.
Unbelievable.
I mean, look, already we're filling up. Oh, that one's getting full already. Do you want to move this one across? This one's getting full. And I'm sure there are lots more out there like us. So that's why I thought I'd video this, because maybe this will help you. And again, you want to move that because that's full. That's one totally full. I mean, that's crazy, isn't it? How much you can see there. Both of them flushing out. So hopefully, once those are put, we'll put the plugs back in. Whether we decide to put these sidebars back on or not, I'm not sure. And then also we now know the 3 ways to mean that you don't have to have sloshing and also ruin your carpets. I hope that helps. And again, if you like it, please click like.